listening going on.
Hello.
I like,
I turned the volume
make them happy.
on. Welcome to Promise Resource Network. It's our time to get creative together. I'm Jane. We're here at 2224 The Plaza. So if you're here in Charlotte locally and you would like to hang out in this beautiful weather and have the sun shining upon you so that you look like you are made of one light bulb, then you need to come down here and join. Otherwise, we are gonna play a little bit today. So hop on here. As you hop on here, I'm excited for you to join us because hey, Tina's here. Because I want to play with our imagination today. You know, here lately we've been just letting our creative juices flow by like coloring and doodling and just having these like organic conversations, which I've really been enjoying. And today I was in a training this week, and so many things occurred that was like super inspiring that I kind of want to just expand and play with because and I'm just going to start dropping in, but there's this energy that we talked about in Body, Mind, Spirit, and it's this energy of joy, and that we deserve it. We actually, it's a vibration, it's an energy and an emotion that we are all righted to experience. Right? We are. There's no one that is not deserving of or worthy of joy. It's just a natural fact. It's like the sun that shines down upon us isn't like, I'm going to shine on everyone. No, not you. I'm not shining on you. You don't deserve to feel this warmth of me. Like, it's just not, right? The source doesn't do that, right? So thinking about this joy, okay? And when I think about joy, I kind of always go into this space of imagination because we're not always in joy. Joy is not a feeling and an emotion and a frequency and an experience that we have as often as we are righted to, because everything around us tells us to be afraid, to be in judgment, to be in lack mentality, and to be in stagnation itself, right? So everything around us is saying, no joy for you, no joy for anyone, unless you've worked at this company for 40 years and then you've retired and you have your 401k and you're in a white body and you have the land, okay? Then you can feel the joy, or you get your degree, right? Like, these are what we've been taught. These are just messages and they're not truths. They're like not even close to actual truth with a capital T. So when I think about imagination and I go into my mind about like, okay, so what if we could all feel joy? Right? What would this world even look like? So kind of having that in the mind for the day. And if you are working on something like a creative project, I definitely encourage you to use this time. Watch this on replay, watch it in the now, and do your creative anything, because the energy and frequency and the conversation that we're going to be playing in and creating in with this imagination and joy frequency will go into whatever it is that you are creating with your hands, whether it's a painting, a felt, anything, whatever it is that you're creating, this will actually go into that. We are not going to, unless you have something that you want to color, and you're welcome to.
Oh, not
okay.
Doing something art-wise.
Well, we are doing a different form of art.
Oh, okay.
So, to me, art is creation. Let's go around. What is, yeah, Michael is, and she's back, yes. So here's a question. We'll just go around, or popcorn. What is art to you? What is art to you, too?
I see art as a form of expression.
Thank you for taking the words right out of my mouth, Kenny. Words is a form of expression, he says. Hello again, Mama Jane. Was that what you were going to say, too? What is art to you?
Art to me is more like, being creative.
Being creative, yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, being creative, it could be anything. It could be, thick people, or either
yes,
paint a house that's in a colorful way, like red, blue, and white, and then you get other colors like yellow for the sun and everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Hey, I'm glad you mentioned that. This being this form of art is creating something that's a little different. Just something that maybe hasn't happened before. Hello, may I use your name? Thank you. I'm asking a question. What is art to you? And while you think about that just for a moment, we've gotten creative expression and creating something that's just a little different, a little unique, not doing the same thing. Like if everyone on the street is painting their house gray and you paint your house pink and purple, that is more creative than if you just go, I'll just paint my house white, right? I also have creative communication, Tina says. Yes, creative communication is definitely a form of art. Think about singing, right? Singing is a form of art. It's a form of creative expression. Painting the house a different color is a form of creative expression. Charles says the expression of one's feelings at the moment. Yes, that's so key. At the moment, right? Because whatever it is that I create in this moment, I can look back on and be like, ooh, that energy is infused in that. Like I remember when I was feeling that. Mama Jane says expressions of yourself. Yeah, they're parts of you. Art is a part of you. So what is art to you, Daniel?
Art to me, like you paint stuff and you create stuff like street art and like so you can go.
Nice. So something that you can see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like I said, beauty is an eye of the beholder.
exactly. And Tina shares that art is in the sense of humanities, no, as in the strict form. Not as in the strict form. Okay. How about now? I'm guessing y'all can hear this now. The thing died. There's death. So I'm guessing you can hear me now. Let me know if y'all can hear me now.
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, I know you can hear me, but they couldn't. I think so. The thingy died. So then we get more creative. Okay. So I hope y'all can hear me okay, okay, sound. So it's like flashing reds and greens at me now. I'm like, okay, I'll charge you up when I can. Sound is back. Okay, good. So talking about different forms of art and creative expression. So art to me is a form of creative expression, right? And I want to share this because what is an expression,
Happiness.
right? To me, yeah, it's a release of a feeling. It's a showing of a feeling. And that feeling may not be able to be identified at all. Right? And when I'm painting, I couldn't tell you what I'm feeling, but I know I'm feeling something. Tears may be flowing. I can't tell you what it is. I can't put a name on it. When I'm dancing, especially when I'm dancing, I will, sometimes like just drop to my knees and be bawling. And I don't know if I'm crying for my ancestors who are not in a body anymore that will never dance and form again, right? Or if I'm crying because I just connected to my highest self, or I just saw the future. Like who knows, but I can feel it, right? So creative expression. So we live in this world where stagnation has been forced upon us. It's been conditioned into us, right? You stay at the same job. You buy the same things every day. You become brand loyal. You only use Tide. You don't use the organic stuff. You only buy Honey Bun brand. You don't buy the off brand. We become loyal to repetition.
You're
Right?
about that.
Yeah. So then, so think about this. Think about all the things in the world that stagnate, that stop moving totally. Just
Well, in my case,
think about it.
if you send it that way, John. My case is, like if you're going to like a $50 or something and you couldn't find what you're looking for, you go right to the next store and see if they got it. And if they don't have it, it's okay to use the off-brand stuff,
Yes.
like you're saying. But in that case, you're saying no because your body's not used to that. Or your mouth is not taste to that taste bud of off-brand stuff.
Yes. And I love that you said that. We go somewhere for one thing and they don't have it. We can either just do without, or we can get creative to find an alternative or to create an alternative, right? So maybe it's like, I want a honey bun. I go to the store and they don't have honey buns. So I can get creative. I can go to another store, or I can go buy the ingredients and make it myself, or I can make a cinnamon ice cream, right? So using your imagination gets us through stagnation. So thinking about stagnation, what can you all think about that is stagnant in this world? Or what give me an example. I can only think of one, and I would love more examples if anyone has any. Uh-huh. I can think of two now. Okay, y'all think about it. Let me know if you think of something. I think of a pond. When there's no fresh water moving in and there's no space for that water to come out, it becomes toxic to us, right? It breeds a whole other form of life in there. A whole new system of biology grows in there. We can't even imagine, right? Like you see the bugs, you see the larvae, you see all types of stuff. It's murky. You can't see in the bottom. And if you were dying of thirst, you still wouldn't drink that because it would surely kill you.
Yeah, it will.
Right? So that's a form of stagnation. Another form of stagnation, think about our human. I stop moving. I stop breathing. I stop living. It's a surefire cause of death every time. Stagnation. The step above stagnation is just doing the same thing on repeat without any joy, creation, imagination, love, anything like that, right? That's a form of stagnation. And what if everything you did, I'm doing everything in joy, everything is in joy, everything is joy, you're going to get bored with it, right? So, Oh, okay, Dina. Yes, your mind. Yes. Think about a stagnated mind. A mind that's like, I will never think of anything different. People that are like this are always like this. People that look like this are always like this. This is always right. This is always wrong. There are those and we've probably been this, where it's either black or white. It's wrong or it's right? We stagnate in our mind. We don't create new neural pathways.
I'm here for an interview and I was wondering what I do.
If you would like to talk to the gentleman that's over there, because I'm not really sure. Here. Stagnating mind. Like, that's a killer. It literally will kill us, right? I hate myself. I hate myself. I hate myself. If that's the only thing I say to myself, I'm stagnated. I'm on repeat too long. Okay? So we know that art is a form of creation. What is creative expression? It's creation. It's making something that wasn't there before. A sound, a movement, an item, a hug, a smile. This is creation. Every now moment we get a new opportunity to create something new. Okay? So thinking about that, I want to dive into imagination. Because without imagination, then you don't even see that you have the potential to create anything. If I'm like closed-minded, saying to myself, I'm not artistic, I'm not musical, I can't sing, I can't dance, I can't draw, I can't, then that's my mind, like you said, that's my mind being stuck. So we're going to activate some imagination.
That's just like I was telling my friend earlier this past Easter of this year. I said, ain't no such thing as can't sing or whatever, because I can sing, but not to the point where I can just go ahead and make a $30 album. But I can, sing, but not good enough to, like I said, make an album.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm glad you said that, because we're going to start with what you just said. Okay, so imagine. First of all, just take a deep breath wherever you are. And just let it go. Okay, we're going to do that again. You're going to make a different sound. Take a breath in. Just a different sound exhale. Blah. I hope y'all are doing this too. Take a breath in. Different sound out. Now just be with yourself for a moment and ask yourself, could I have been more creative? Not that you weren't creative enough. Could I have been more creative? Could I have expressed bigger, bolder, louder, something different? Now you know the answer, yes or no. So we're going to give ourselves one more chance. In this new now, never been created, this new sound, take a breath in and make a sound out. It doesn't matter how loud it is. Right?
Yeah, you're right.
Different stuff. That's art too.
Yes.
Create something, stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. And we forget, right? Because we'll get stuck, right? Like, what sound am I going to make? What sound am I going to make? Oh, I made this sound last time. I'll make the same sound just louder, right? So we start thinking about it, and we don't really like just let ourselves be in it, and just try again, and just try again, and just try again. So, and when I had the moment of pause, right? Just pause. Could you have done something different? You used your imagination just then. That was your imagination going, what else could I have done? Right? It wasn't, oh, I did something bad. It was, oh, what else could I have done? What else can I do? So you activated a part of your imagination just then. Okay? So let's see. It's like around noon here in this now. So we're going to imagine lunch. Okay? Imagine lunch. In your mind, start to see a picture of it. Whatever this lunch is, right? No limitations, whatever this is. Now let your senses start to maybe you can kind of smell what this lunch is. Maybe you can see who is surrounding you. Maybe people are bringing you this lunch. Maybe you made this lunch, right? But use your imagination just for this lunch experience. Use your imagination. Who's joining you at this lunch? Who's with you? Are you alone? Are you in the middle of the forest? Are birds surrounding you? Is it your best friend? Is it your family? Is it someone that transitioned years ago? Who's with you in this imaginary lunch? Now, in this lunch, you have so much. You have an abundance. So now you have enough to share. So now you can either share it with those that are also hungry, or you can save it up and pack it up for later. So you're more than taken care of in this imaginary lunch.
Right.
Okay? Now feel how you're feeling in this imaginary lunch. How are you feeling in it?
I'm gonna say happy.
Feeling happy,
Excited.
excited,
Content.
content, santosha.
I'm trying to think of what to say about that. I feel humble.
Humble. Ooh, that feels good. Ready. I feel ready for this lunch now. You know, because here's the thing. Before this lunch, I was thinking about like, I don't even know what I'm going to eat for lunch. And then I was kind of like in this like kind of worried space. But now I'm kind of like, I'm ready for it. Okay?
Like where you going for lunch? You know?
Right.
Or,
Exactly.
you know, I don't care if it's like a place like Pizza Hut, McDonald's, something like that. You got to credit for something, but you got to know what it is.
Exactly. And let your mind be open to this. If you did this, tell me how you feel after you just imagine this imaginary lunch, this next meal, please.
Like a Chinese restaurant, something like that, or
Yeah.
like a Burger Corral.
Anything, right? Anything is possible.
Exactly.
So oftentimes we forget Charles is feeling grateful for this lunch, this imaginary lunch, feeling grateful, right? You're starting to feel grateful for this. Yes, we had humble, we had, what were your other words? Content, happy,
Excited.
and excited. And I was ready, you know, we got grateful for this imaginary lunch, right? So think about this, right? So we've let our imagination, we're starting to let this imaginary mindset start to really form, okay? So we've taken it to lunch. So we're going to take it into, you're going to bed. We're taking it to tonight, okay? Use your imagination. You're in a comfortable bed and it feels like home. Your temperature is exactly how you want it to be. If you want it to be super dark, you want a night light, you want a Himalayan salt lamp, you want candles burning, whatever this is, start to imagine your experience when you go to bed tonight. You've brushed your teeth, you've taken a shower, the house and home is clean and clear. Everything smells fresh, the sheets are clean. You are so tired, your body has moved enough today that it's ready to go into restoration. Your mind has been used, it's ready to recalibrate. You start to feel the steadiness of your breath as you start to just get into this restful night's sleep. You see yourself sleeping full night sleep, only the best dreams that support your slumber. If there's someone with you, it's comfortable and cozy. Maybe you're starfishing in this big king size bed alone. Whatever it is in your imagination, experience it. Just experience it. Let yourself be in the experience of this imaginary going to bed tonight situation. Take a breath in. Let it go. And just popcorn out what word, like how does this feel?
Fresh.
Refreshing,
Excitement.
exciting,
More relaxed.
more relaxed,
Relieved.
relieved. If you just did this, how do you feel
Oh,
after you experience that?
The bonus part is I still would say happy.
Of course, I still say happy.
Yeah.
Um,
Can't feel sad about it because you go to bed and then
and
you
you're
wake up
safe,
the next morning. You want to feel
Peaceful.
good. You don't want to feel sad.
right? We got Mama Jane in here saying she's feeling more peaceful now, right? I feel actually like I feel like my shoulders just kind of drop down a little bit. Like my body feels more like I can tell a difference in my body. I feel more like mom. I feel like good mom. You know, more
Like more calm,
yeah, yeah,
more at ease with yourself.
right? So we talked about this, and I just want to touch on this in the last hour. That everything that our mind thinks becomes the reality. Everything, right? Everything. Charles is still, so he's feeling grateful for this imaginary going to bed experience. Yes. Thank you for that. So if everything that my mind is thinking and I'm seeing, whether I'm seeing outside myself or in my mind's eye, I am more likely to have that experience in the flesh. Like it's like physics. It's just law of energy in the world and beyond the world. It's universal energy laws. And you start to feel it. Like, and when you're feeling it, then it's like, oh yeah, I'm way more likely to get an amazing lunch today. And it may not be today, but it may actually be tomorrow. You know, because you're not expecting it today because we've already moved past it. So you've actually created this reality and you've let go of it. Right? You're not thinking about bed now because now we're going back to lunch. So you've already let go of that. So now you're more likely because you imagined it, you saw it, you felt it, you integrated it, you called it out, you named it, and you just let it go and trust. It doesn't matter how it shows up. But also knowing that it will at some point. So I want to get into another one, but I want to give us a different creative expression. I want to do something with our bodies. Would you all be willing to do something with the bodies? Preferably yours, obviously. Fulfilled. Mama Jane's feeling fulfilled. Yes. So if this is in your capacity and in a safety zone, I highly encourage you to do this with us. Okay. I'm going to look like a total goober. I actually just don't care. It's safe here and ain't nobody wearing their judgy pants. So if you're judging yourself. And so just stop it in advance. Deals? All right. So let's stand up. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. So just so y'all know, I didn't practice this. So, hey, y'all get another weird body shot. If you were an elephant, what would you look like? Make a shape with your body. Just do it. I don't care. You got 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then what movements do you make? I make this one. And what sounds do you make? Okay, now you're a bird.
I'll be an
You're a
eagle or
bird.
something.
I'm a perching bird. You're a fish. My fish moves. You can move around. You're a cheetah. I don't even know what they do, but they're fast.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a cheetah. You're a stork.
Oh, it's dark.
A stork.
Yeah, one of them.
You're a stork. Have a stork. Keep moving. This is your time to creatively express through your body. We're also going to start making sounds now. Okay, you're going to make sounds and some movement if you want. Call out something. Bird. Okay. You're a cow. You're a farm animal. A bat.
Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
You're a whale.
Oh, yeah, that's even
wow.
better. Like Free Willy or something.
You're a ship. You're a ship on the ocean. You're a child on a playground. Oh, look at you. I'll come over here. Play with me. You're a clown. And one more. Pick one more thing.
A bird.
A bird.
Yeah. A snake. Oh, yeah, that too.
A snake.
Very poisonous snake. At that. Oh. I got one. A wet tire. No, one of them I'm trying to think of I was trying to think wet tire.
A reptile.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
you
yeah,
said a
yeah.
wet tire, and I'm like,
No,
yeah.
no. I
A
was
reptile?
thinking-
A reptile? Okay, a dinosaur then?
I was thinking about this game I used to play when I was growing up. Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
Oh gosh, what if you're a hungry hippo?
Oh my, I love that game.
I
Right?
did too.
Oh yeah.
And you're on a roller coaster.
Oh.
You're on a roller coaster.
My eyes is
I don't even know how I got on
Yeah.
my eyes is like
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. So just take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. Just let it go. And just feel you just for a moment. Just feel you. Feel you feeling you. Feel you after you've just felt yourself be everything that you're not, but you were still you in your most present form. That's you. What you're feeling, who you're feeling now, this is you. Being in joy, in creative expression, no judgment, no fear, no lack, complete presence, just being your silly, goofy self. This is actually you. This is you in your purest form. The way you were when you were a kid, being a silly goober, before anyone said anything to you stupid. Right? Make yourself comfy.
I remember those days.
Michael's on here, ah, and my mom's on here saying that the dog ran into the other room.
Oh, we didn't name one Emma.
Oh, we didn't even name a
No,
cat.
we showed did. There's a tiger,
Right? Yes.
tiger. Oh God.
So, yes. So check this out. So there's a thing in yoga, because you mentioned breath. So, creative expression through our breath can actually get us through life. When we can let our imagination be open to how can I actually breathe through this like stressful situation, this hard time, because I find myself when I'm having a hard time, I just breathe really shallow. And sometimes it takes a really close friend of mine to say, breathe.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Unclench that face.
right,
Smile.
right. And so I want to do a couple of different breathing techniques that they do in yoga. So yoga is a practice that's been used and like for thousands of years, like way before the Bible was ever written. And the reason for yoga was it's just a path to connect us to something bigger. That's all. Like that's what yoga actually is. So we're going to do something, and we've already been doing it, but it's called bellows breath. Okay. So it'll be an inhale and it's an audible exhale. So we'll make a sound of ah, like in amen, ashe, aho, namaste. Okay. It's the frequency of the heart is ah. That's why it's saying in so many of those languages.
That's that what the drum line they be here in Christ who they about
Like freestyle Friday thing.
yeah, he does that.
Oh, really?
They just said she does freestyle.
No, that's what the I ain't talking to you, that's what the other guy. Being in the white
shit,
and green truck. He's drum. Who they bang?
So, but they do that.
Yeah, they
Oh,
do that.
they do
Okay.
that. Oh, okay. If I knew, I
So-
Yeah.
So we're gonna make an ah sound. That's gonna be the heart.
okay. Like
We're gonna make a ooh sound. Okay. Think that being like in the root, like it's like this like deep bass, like ooh kind of a sound. And then the last sound. So we'll start with ooh, and then we're gonna go to ah, and then we're gonna go up higher to like e or ee, whatever sound that is to you. Okay. Mama Jane says, being yourself brings happiness and calmness. I want to make sure to share that because being yourself brings joy and peace to others around you, not just yourself. So trust that even as we do this, like be loud, like be you, be authentic, be you, because it doesn't matter. Like ain't nobody judging. This is like the time to do it. right? Like for real.
Okay.
Safe zone. Because y'all know I'm going to do it real loud. So, like, let's be honest, it doesn't matter. So, got it. Ooh. Say ooh. Ooh. Ah. E. Okay. Yeah. So, we'll just take a clearing breath first. So, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in for O or ooh. Ooh. Hang on. Breathe in for a clearing breath. Just let it go regular. Breathe in for ah. Take a breath in. Just let it go. And take a breath in for E. Breathe in. And we'll just spend a moment in silence and just be with that experience. Be with what you're feeling in your body and around you. Just be with you just for a moment in silence. Take a breath in. Just let it go. Let me know how y'all are feeling doing these things while I set a timer. Y'all know it's going to be good if I'm setting a timer. That means I mean it. Okay. So we're talking about imagination and creative expression, right? Because let's be honest, we've never created our life. The life that we have lived thus far has been highly influenced by people outside of us, right? Through the limitations that we've been told or what we should do or what we shouldn't do. Like that's the system of oppression that we literally are all growing through. And the way we grow through it is to be different than it. That's how we break the system. We break the matrix. We don't play in that game. Yes. Mama Jane says she's feeling more relaxed now, right? Those sound frequencies do a thing to our bodies. You know, how do y'all feel physically, mentally? Like, how do y'all?
I feel like I did yoga.
Yeah, you feel like you did yoga.
I just feel like present. I know that sound was interesting.
Mm-hmm. We are made of light and sound. We forget that. We're literally a frequency. We're made to make sounds at all different octaves, and that's how we heal our energy system for ourselves. We attune. Mm-hmm. How you feeling?
I feel more relaxed, more in tune with myself. I feel more strong.
Grounded.
I like that. Grounded, more feeling more in tune with yourself. I love what you were doing.
Relax.
Feeling relaxed.
Mhm.
Yes.
Because
So-
if you be all tensed up, you know, it seems like you the anxiety to go somewhere and have something to eat, but you know, your body saying no, not right now, because you know, we ain't got through with service yet, or either being with grandma for a minute, then go somewhere and get something to eat. That's how I feel about it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing that.
Because why be at some service, at church service somewhere, the minister is preaching, and you keep looking at your watch and say it's time to go. That's rude.
Yeah. When it's not being present, you know,
Yeah.
and I think that when we can be in the space of pure presence with our breath, letting ourselves be free and making sounds and stuff, like people may think that it's weird or whatever, but like when you look at kids, they're doing it and they're in pure source. Like they're being their pure source self. You know, so we get to remember how to be our pure source self, because that's the space where we start to imagine the potential of anything as possible. And then we start to create the life that I am creating, right? Because like I said, the life we've created thus far has been dictated by others. Now's the time to kind of break out of that mold and that matrix to shape and shift our own life, however that looks. And it's going to be different for everyone. That's why I'm so loud about these mandates. And it's not in alignment with freedom for all, right? It's confining, and I don't like that. So I'm always I'm going to be speaking up about this, probably like every single thing you see me do, because liberation is for all. Anyway, so yeah, so it's like, so we're creating this new path of this life called my life. Okay, so I'm going to lead us through a little bit of a visualization, and then I'm going to give each of us up to, I think we can do this, 2 minutes to share what it is that you saw or what you imagined. Okay, because as we've just found, making the sounds has this healing thing to it. That book, the Bible, says something about like it all started with the word of God. You know, in yoga, it's the sound of Om is the sound of manifestation. When you take sound and put it in a solid, something gets created. Sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is what life is. Okay, so when we speak our visions, especially from this heart present joyful place, the likelihood of it manifesting is far greater. Okay, so that's why I want to give us each an ample amount of time and also honor the timeline. So we'll all have about 2 minutes to share. So, y'all ready for some imagination? All right, just take a breath in, let it go. And if you want to close your eyes or just focus on something, maybe the palms of your hands, the ground, the tip of your nose, whatever that is. And begin to open up your heart to this pure potential space called life. Your life from this now forward has never been created by you or anyone else. And you start to sense it. Maybe you start to sense curiosity and wonder at the vast potential that is before you. It may feel like you're on this path alone, or maybe you're surrounded in this moment. Wherever you are, you feel safe and steady and secure in your body, in your mind. Your emotions feel good and calm. You feel clear and whole. You feel the earth beneath you, and you feel the support and abundance that this Mother Earth gives you. You feel Father Sky surrounding you in all directions. You feel the warmth of the sun. You feel the water within you flowing. You feel the fire within burning bright. You start to feel the elemental nature of you as you start to imagine your future. You can start to see things growing and forming in this vision. You start to sense the colors, the textures, perhaps the smells, those that are around you. Maybe you sense and see yourself dancing and creating and painting. Perhaps you see yourself being of service. Surrounded by love, you are in this future. Let your mind open up wide. And just let yourself see you in the future. You see where you are now, imagining it. And you see your future. No limitations. There's no lack. There's more than enough. You see how you can share your magic and your creative expression. And if you don't see exactly how that is, you can feel what it feels like to do it. Let your mind wander in this infinite future.
That's not good, guys.
Let yourself stay in this future zone, whatever that looks and feels like to you. Notice who's with you by your side. Maybe they're two-legged, maybe they're four-legged, maybe they fly, crawl, slither, swim. And you come back to this present moment, knowing that this future has already been created for you, by you, and the support of the universe all around you. It is already there. And in this now moment, you recognize and remember that you get to just keep stepping forward. And this is the future of your dreams, and it is real. So take a breath in and just let it go. And we're back here in this now moment. As I have everyone share here, I would love for you to share here as well, so I can add that to this. What you imagined, whatever that looks like that you would like to share. That's what I'm going to pose, and we'll give everyone 2 minutes. What did this future look, feel like? What do you want to share about it? It could be anything. But I'm going to give everyone 2 minutes. Would you like to start?
Well, I've heard it.
Okay. Would you like to start? Will you begin?
Yeah, the future to me, maybe one day, all this stuff is going on. That's a future I see. It's possible.
Yeah. And you saw how possible it was,
Oh, well,
right? Like you, hang on one second. I'm going to let him still.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because there's so much stuff going on. And then they can say it's going a long time ago, but you don't know. It could be longer than that.
Or shorter.
The first one about 3-4 years. I'm not long ago.
Right? I love that you saw the future where people, and I'm guessing all life, lived in harmony together.
Yeah, because nobody didn't go to church almost like here now. Then bang all the other restaurants like that. You can go, okay, just sit down, just eat exactly this. It's kind of patience with that.
We're going forward. We're not going back to anything, right? We're only moving forward. We literally cannot go back to anything. Thank you for sharing your vision of a future where we all live in harmony with freedoms. We can be together. Ooh, autonomy, sovereignty, making choices for ourselves. That feels good.
oh,
One second. Hold on. Do you feel complete?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that. Reset. Ready?
Okay, yeah.
I would love to hear, how is your future?
My future is me seeing myself at least 3 years down the road, being married and still continue to do my business and just do other things that's associated with WFOC. I mean WFOC, I ain't talking about the TV station or the radio station, I'm talking about the community outreach program with them, which is family focused. Because, so I'm trying to build all families, just like the other day, what's the day, Thursday? I did it Monday. Monday I was out somewhere in the community. And this couple was saying, you Mr. Anxious. I said, yeah, I'm a minister. How can you tell? Because it's something with my cross on, singing on the choir and everything. And they said it really touched me because I came to the church that Sunday. Because my friends was out there, and they saw me out there like that, singing and going on. But what happened at the end of the day, when that happened, that Tuesday, which was yesterday, they came to my job, same couple, my friend, gave me $2 and for that $2 add on to it was $10 more to get a haircut yesterday.
Nice. Looks fabulous. So your future has you in partnership, still being of service, receiving abundance and gifts.
Yeah.
Anything else that you would like to add?
Well, the last part I like to add is, looking at your watch and be careful to go home from somewhere. Like, I don't care if it's at a program all day, because the only thing you're gonna do is go lay down and eat the bologna sandwich. That's not the case. You need to be with your spiritual family. I don't care if it is 24/7. You still need to be outside and get away from this fussing and fighting going on.
Yes.
Because God don't want that.
Right?
And
Thank
He
you
don't.
for-
Because
no.
if He did, that's letting the devil win.
Exactly. Thank you for sharing that. I like that you added the being with your spiritual family, your soul family, the family that we've chosen, the community that we've chosen, and to be present. Thank you for putting that into the future. I would like to continue, and I would like to share what Charles says. He says, a future where everyone is companionate and understanding of everyone's beliefs, lifestyle, and choices without judgment or exclusion. Yes, Mama Jane says, a future of love, unity, togetherness, happiness with family, friends, and strangers. Thank you for that. Curtis, would you like to share this future that you envision?
I'll get depressed. Battling all that stuff. It's not hard to see it, because I mean, what I want.
Yeah.
Marriage, companion, decent car, roof over my head, the simple things in life.
I'm glad you're speaking them out.
Fishing,
There you go.
bowling, golf, tennis, exercise, more yoga, better eating, getting rid of habits, cheat,
Yeah.
peace, and to give back what I've, my process to someone else to help them see their future.
Mm. That feels really good to see a life for you and then sharing this out. One, because I adore it. And the life that's in partnership, in simplicity, in peace, and in play, right? In movement, in stillness. Those simple things, that is the life. The simple life is life. And if everyone is living their own sovereign, simple life, we're living a world of unity and togetherness, of understanding. So thank you for seeing that and speaking to it.
I'll show.
Do you feel complete?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, Darb, would you be willing to share?
Yeah.
Thank you.
When I was visualizing, I saw my future self on the beach, and I was staring at the ocean and at the sun setting when it was touching the water. And right next to me was the source. It's radiating light. It's like the size of a human form, but it's like this light that's just radiating. But it's like a human form, but it's like human form, but it's like human size light that's just radiating. And I felt like it was just me and the creator, and we were just watching the sunset, and I felt like I didn't have to worry. I wasn't tired. I felt whole. I would love to feel that. Sorry.
There's no apologies. Ain't nobody apologizing here. That's okay. Good.
Just let it out.
I'm really glad. Thank you for sharing that.
That was
Being right, being in nature, watching the fire and the water unite, right, in peace, being next to pure love, and not only being next to pure love, but also being enough pure love to be around it. Right? Because if you're not pure love, you're not going to be around it. And recognizing that you also are the source, and that this is an experience. You've already felt it. You felt it just now. So it's already happened. Now you get to step into it. We all get to start walking into this. This is where the imagination of life guides us, letting the heart's imagination and the mind create the steps to follow. You know, that's that harmony. That's where we are moving into. This isn't some like bullshit woo-woo whatever. This is real. Like, this is how life works. That these realities are here. It's not that we have to do something so we can be good enough to get there, but we already are there. We are just catching up with it. You know, we all deserve this life that we've all imagined. I deserve that life and that life and that life and that life and these lives. I deserve these, and all of us deserve all of these versions of a future. And if we all deserve, that means everyone else deserves it on this earth plane. So in this moment before we close, let's just imagine the entire earth plane. Your brothers, your sisters, your friends, your family, your foes, the people that you absolutely do not like and do not agree with, and everything in between. Imagine every single living being on this planet living the life that you just imagined. It would be perfect. But let that be a reality. See everyone, hold everyone in that light. And let all of the things that you do and say and think be a reflection and expression of that vision. Because that's where your integrity is going to align. Right? It's where we align. Trust that everyone on this earth plane is going to get there on their timeline, and we get to watch it unfold. We're getting there in the timeline. It may be today, it may have been yesterday, maybe the last day on earth. It doesn't matter. We're still going to see it. Trust in that and keep moving in that direction. Keep holding that vision on high. Every morning when we wake up, get your imagination going. What's this day going to look like? What's the potential? I don't even know. It's going to be peaceful. It's going to be loving. It's going to be kind. It's going to be abundant. It's going to be something because I can see it in my mind's eye and I can feel it already before I even leave my house. That is the future. That is this now. It's the creative expression. We are the creator. We are the creator. It's through us that we create, right? So thanks for moving with me, singing with me, making funny noises with me, sharing these imagination stations that only you could see the way you saw it, and only you could share it the way you shared it, all of you. Thank you for letting me be a witness and be an active participant in this for my own life, and to experience the life that was just co-created here, beyond this square circle and into this galactic digital realm. Like, thank you all for being a part of the future. Like, thank you all. So I'll be right back. Thank you all so much for being here and for sharing and for playing along and getting your creative juices and your imagination flowing and activated and amplified. I am so grateful. I will be back here. Today's Thursday. I'll be back here Tuesday at 6 for expansions. If you're in Charlotte, please come. It's at 6 p.m. It's the spiritual dimension. So it's all the things that I talk about. We just get a little bit more galactic or more hard, or, you never know. You never know. Anyway, keep taking care of yourselves and each other, and know how much you are loved and that your vision matters. So keep imagining. I love you all.